The Christmas Train Parade is a pretty good film. There were a few bizarre things that made it seem a little bit cheesy, such as the dog who is mayor, but aside from that, I rather enjoyed it. This was released this year in 2023. It's directed by Dylan Pearce and written by Nathan Usher, and it stars Emma Johnson as Charlotte. And we also have Ryan Northcott as Zackary Gregory, or Mr. G, as he's called. And Charlotte is mayor of Snow Falls, and Mr. G is her son's teacher. And her son learns about the former Christmas train parade at school, and her son doesn't remember this, but Charlotte does, and she has fond memories of this Christmas train parade that used to be on every Christmas. But the mayors of all of the little towns had a falling out once upon a time, and they decided to stop the parade. And Charlotte, now as mayor, decides to try and fulfill her son's Christmas wish by trying to get all of the mayors to agree to this, to restart the Christmas train parade and reignite this beautiful tradition. And of course, Mr. G helps her out with that. And we have sparks flying between Charlotte and Zackary, and I really liked them as a pairing. I think as romantic leads, they worked very well together. They're both very likable characters. In fact, all of the characters in the film I thought were very likable and very believable. I believed their motivations, I believed their attitudes. The only one I thought was maybe a bit peculiar was the dog that was Mayor, and also Mayor Healy, who is very, very young, and I don't really think that that was the best decision. However, the game that Charlotte played with him, the guessing what's inside the presents, I had a lot of fun with that. So it kind of went both ways. I also love the idea of a Christmas train parade. It kind of, well, it took me back to my childhood, not because I'd witnessed a Christmas train parade, but because I used to go on a steam train every Christmas when I was a child. There's an old railway near where I grew up, and every Christmas they'd put on a festive themed railway journey, and it kind of reminded me of that. And I loved seeing the train, I loved seeing everything coming together, but there were, of course, problems that the characters had to overcome in order to, well, get everybody to agree that this is the right thing to happen. Will everybody agree? Well, I won't say, but I rather enjoyed it. It's a very safe watch, and by that I mean nothing too dramatic happens. It's very comforting, but there are enough problems for the characters to overcome that it feels like a well-constructed narrative. And then pair that with some really likable characters and a decent amount of Christmas, and all things considered, it's a very pleasant film. Also, I should point out, as much as I think the dog as mayor is just a weird, bizarre thing to include, the dog was adorable. The dog is absolutely gorgeous, so I can't complain too much. I love trains, I love Christmas rom-coms. The Christmas Train Parade is one that I definitely enjoyed. For the most part, it's a pretty brilliant film, and I definitely recommend it.